So you're thinking,
It's on township property?
Yep, we mow around it. There it is.
Is it on the south end?
Right behind,
I'll show you where the pear tree
right
is.
behind their, paint garage or whatever it used to be, right where the road goes to 305. A little triangle right behind their garage.
So Banks
Right
is
there.
right there. A little triangle.
So Doug, you
Oh,
don't believe
what's-
it.
What are you gonna do there? You can't do
Look at the pear
anything.
tree.
where's, you got a picture of that pear tree?
Yeah, on Google Maps.
Boom, there it is.
Right there.
That little thing?
You can see the
Yeah.
pears on it.
Huh.
Quarter
Sean's
pear
up there
on
eating a pear, they're right there in that picture. Have to give them some direction on what you're thinking, so. So the proposal on putting a fire station and administration building, was that not up in here?
Yeah.
Here's the driveway that comes back to the bus, right?
Here to here is one.
The north driveway.
Yeah.
So, was that not proposed to be here? Which left a vacant land down here between Banks and that.
Yeah, this is a picture with the old.
This is the old school.
So it's-
Here's the bus garage.
there'd be a parcel like this, and this right here.
Right.
Administration with access. Going back.
So if you put the playgrounds here,
They're saying right here.
yeah. So if you
But
put,
there's gonna be a exit.
gonna be what?
Exit off fireplace.
Down that driveway.
Yeah.
Can't do away with the driveway.
Yeah, because the buses run up this back.
That's not bad.
Yeah, the buses are going in and out, that's.
I think that's still the school's driveway.
Yes, you're right, yes.
Sean, that driveway on the north side of that property, that's still the school's, isn't it?
Behind the bus garage, beside the bus garage? Yes.
It goes back
Yes,
from Mahoney.
yes. And I talked to them, if we do something with our parking lot, Mark would bring to the school's attention to see if they would blacktop the rest of that parking lot.
So their responsibility would be that driveway and everything to the south of it.
Yes.
Everything
See
to,
that? Sucked him right in.
everything to the north of it.
Well, from the, say that again?
Yeah, see, I'm fast.
Yeah, say that again.
Would be, the school's responsibility would be the driveway and everything to the south of it, right?
No.
Okay, well, you got it.
Yeah, I know.
North.
That would be nice.
So puzzled.
Buildings on our property.
Well,
That one.
pretty close.
Oh, it is, 'cause look, there's the line.
What is it?
Looks like there's a building on our property.
Their building?
A building.
Yeah, it's hard to say, they have to be surveyed, I'm sure. That should have come up when it was transferred to, the
Township
township.
never surveyed.
Well, I'm sure it would have been. Everything needs surveyed that's transferred.
Probably not. Okay.
Well, let's move forward here. We can all decide where the best place is for a pickleball court or parking lot or whatever on our own, and then come together at the Mace meeting. Do an update, on the building. Wanna do an update on the building, Rex? Do you need these drawings here?
Rex, I think Sean would be.
That drawing there is with the police station taken off.
Oh, okay.
So if you're gonna free up ARP money from this, do you wanna include, put that back into the building
Well, that's
project?
just it, we're gonna have to talk.
Well, I thought we allocated, X
Yeah.
amount of dollars for this ARP for this building. We allocated X amount of dollars already for this building from ARP.
We did, and we downsized the building because
because
We
we
don't
don't have
have
any
enough
cover.
ARP money to cover it, so now he wants to pull the allocated money from the back project and move it to this project, which would, could, in essence, complete that entire building.
With the police, I got that one too,
Correct.
okay. so-
That would, unless I misunderstood.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm kinda lost here, cause we allocated money for this building out of ARP.
Oh, there wasn't enough.
We allocated money for the park
There wasn't enough.
out of
money for
ARP,
that.
Correct.
and we allocated $187,000 out of capital improvements for this building. Or was that for the park?
I don't know anything about 187,000.
That was the capital improvements that we had left over from the CARES that, when Brian was on the board. This is before you were here, Rex. But I thought we allocated that. Was that for the park or was that for this building?
It was neither, it was for capital improvements, so we never allocated it.
So
This is-
it's still good
That
where
money
it's at.
should still be on its own line item, correct, Courtney?
Yes, sir.
We
It's in
established a capital improvement
a fund that was,
fund.
yeah.
and put, it's not 187,000, is it?
No, it started out, I believe, around 132. I think it's like 122 or something right now.
This is the way it was. We had it designed the way we felt it should be designed, incorporate an area for the police, file storage, and for Sean's purposes. And initially, when this all came about, Sean was looking at some Amish builders up in Mesopotamia, and he got a price, and correct me if I'm wrong, it was around $180,000.
197,
Yeah.
but that was cement,
87,
everything.
90,000. So, we asked Tim Sexton to design it, again, because we're a township using government funds, we need plans to go by so that when it's bid, everything is on a level surface. So everybody's looking at the same plans, this is what we expect when you are awarded the bid, and this is the way it's gonna be constructed. So, when Tim Sexton looked at it, he's throwing out a number of $100 per square foot. The area of Sean's section of the building is 4,800 square foot alone, that's $480,000. So that's when we said, you know, we gotta look to see how we may have to cut costs. So if we allocated $250,000, we're gonna be hard pressed just to construct it for Sean's purposes, let alone storage and anything for the police. So that's where we're saying, rescind the $250,000 for the park, so that we have some additional monies to go towards this building, so that we can complete it the way we needed it to be constructed. That's the history behind it.
Well, we weren't up to the 400, it kept, as time went on, the price per square foot kept growing.
Yeah, inflationary costs and.
So.
It zeroes down a bit now, but that's.
Right,
I mean,
so the price kept going up, so what we looked at doing here was, bringing the costs down.
Yeah.
Because, we were gonna cut the, police, section off on
And
the
the
south
storage.
side. And, Larry did need investigative room inside the building itself. He's got his own building there for investigations. This was just to get our equipment for the road department in.
So
And
the
that's it, period.
thought in the beginning was that we wanted to have that building built and have upstairs storage to move the records into, so that we wouldn't have to keep paying for storage across from the old roller rink. So, but the building's big enough that we can't put upstairs storage in it without having to put a sprinkler system in it. So at that point, we questioned putting a shorter addition on the north end of that for record storage, and a smaller addition on the south end of that building for police. But the costs were out of control in a great big hurry, so we went back down to knocking the storage and the police extensions off. Just going back to the original, what was it, 60 by 80?
40 by 120.
40 by 120. is what my recollection
Yeah.
of it is. So, but even by doing that, we were still out of budget on it. So I think what Rex is saying is take the money allocated for the park, move back over here, finish this project, get this up and done. That'll free up money in the township in years to come, that, if the residents ever wanna put a levy on, it'll take this, we'll have some freer, you know, you're just knocking things off one at a time, just get it a little out of order, I mean, it's sad, but it is what it is, so. So I think that is just the building without either extension on it now, right?
Yes.
Which means we're still gonna be paying storage.
Still 4,800 square feet.
Yeah, that's why I said that, I mean, you use
Yeah.
4 of the bays.
You know, he's
For our
estimating,
stuff.
he's estimating $100 per square foot. That's $480,000, 4,800 square feet. Now, you know, the bids can come in less than that. But, you know, he being an architect, he's probably throwing a little padded number there, just to make sure that he's covered, but it's, at any rate, I anticipate it to be more than the $250,000 allocated.
I don't wanna rehash this over and over again, but we had money allocated for the park and we had money allocated for this building. How much did we have allocated for this building?
250.
250.
250, so now you wanna take the other 250 and add that amount to this?
200, he wants to keep
200.
50,000, wants to
So
keep 50,000 out
450,000.
for the central property and reallocate 200 to this project, which would give this project $450,000,
Okay,
which I think we would come in under that, so, I would be shocked if it,
Yeah, I agree.
if you couldn't accomplish that.
okay, we'll put that on, the next month's agenda, May 1st. Is that all right with you guys? So we can move forward here?
Wanna wait, or you wanna-
Well, in the meantime, we might ask Baker, Bednar, and Snyder for a proposal on design of parking lot and pickleball courts, and where they, through their previous study, would think the best location of pickleball court would be.
Okay.
And I still need a motion, I would need to make a motion for $1,500 worth of supplies for Champion Youth Soccer League to draw off of our property.
Well, you said you don't wanna put dirt down now, do you, Doug? If you put
You
dirt
would
down
have to
now.
start putting it down now in order to have this field ready to play in the fall.
I think what they wanna accomplish is
They
filling
just
some of
want
the rough
spot
stuff
fill,
in for now
exactly.
to plant grass.
When do they start, Sean?
June?
so?
We have building
No.
request use forms for
They-
that
they
property,
usually-
clear up in May.
They want to start
They
practicing.
usually practice the third and fourth
think they
week of
just wanna do
July,
like they did
first game, first week
Last
of
time I
August.
gave them dirt, and just fill in some of the low spots, like where the
Wait for
goalies
Facebook.
are and the middle where the kids gather and.
I have no problem with that. I just don't see grass growing if you're gonna be throwing it down now to
Just gonna wash out.
play in the,
Well, yeah, I
the
mean,
thing, but if you wanna
but
go
we
ahead.
can't, you wanna wait till June to make the motion to get it in order. Too late, they gotta have it. They need to know that the materials are gonna be available. And then they can,
Well, let's go ahead and make a motion to, do that.
I'm gonna make a motion to allow for up to $1,500 materials upgrade the soccer fields at the Mahoning Avenue property owned by Champion Township, otherwise known as the Central School property.
From which fund?
Come out in general, wouldn't it? Or do you wanna bring it out of the park fund? Bringing it out of the park fund would probably be the correct thing to do. Anyone have a problem with that? Or do you wanna hold it back? I mean, you can hold it anywhere. fiscal officer had, your thoughts?
I don't have a preference, general or part.
I'm sorry, what was that?
General or part, don't have a preference.
I think general.
I'd say general, so. General,
Okay.
to be pulled from the general fund.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
I'm sorry.
Second.
Roll call?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay, it's thrown on the agenda here, approval vote needed, to pay Hudson Communication for police Tahoe equipment with the money that Mr. Banks donated. Apparently, some people think that we did do this, Courtney feels that we didn't, she needs to pay this bill, so we need a motion to, do this.
Sure this
So she can
wasn't
pay
done?
that bill, I'm sorry.
I was positive this was done.
What's that, Doug?
I'm almost positive this was done,
I thought so too.
but, okay.
According to the minutes that I have, he accepted the money, he explained what it was for, but there was no formal motion on the actual expenditures. And the one expenditure was over 6,000 by itself, so that requires a motion. And I did not, have notes of where that was to come from. Was that to come from the ARP money? Because that's where the car was purchased from? Or was that to come from the police fund?
What fund would it come out of? Where's that money at now?
Police.
Please. So you need a motion to pay Hudson Communications, how much is owed?
There you
It's about $7,500, isn't it?
go. Hudson is the 6,000.
That's what Larry was telling me. this
688411.
Yep.
You need a motion to pay Hudson Communications $6,884.11 for communications equipment for the police Tahoe. Money to come, the money the banks donated. So the money the banks donated went into the police fund?
Yes.
All right, so, need a
Okay.
motion to pay Hudson Communications $6,884.11 out of the police fund, which is the money that banks Chevrolet donated to Champion Township. Correct?
Second.
I know we did this.
Roll call?
Yes,
Did you make the motion?
I did, I made a motion.
Okay. And he seconded? Okay. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
All right.
Okay, that takes care of that. We're gonna go to public comment. Anybody wish to speak tonight?
I do.
Mr. Striper?
John Striper, 5162 Cal. I see up on Research Parkway, they moved in a bunch of heavy equipment, and they've got it all laid out. They're kinda jumping the gun, aren't they? Look, we're 60 days away from any action on that. They're taking a lot for granted.
I've noticed that.
Don't look this way, look that way. Yeah, they're moving dirt.
They haven't moved any dirt.
Oh, yeah,
I
they're
didn't know
moving dirt.
today.
They're
Moving dirt
moving
today.
dirt. They got the old cat running.
Oh, did they?
Oh, yeah, they're moving dirt, they're clearing.
I was told the property wouldn't transfer until the zone change was complete.
I looked at
Our
property.
meeting's
it's not-
tomorrow night, and then it still has to go to the trustees, and then there's 30 days after that.
I was a little shocked too, because the property is not transferred.
Well, what were you getting 60 days? And more like 40 days.
Well, the trustees have to have a hearing,
I
that's 30
understand,
days.
I understand,
And
but
after
they-
that, then you have 30 days before it's final.
I thought it has to be advertised
Possible kick the can
for
down
10
the road.
days, and then we can have a trustees meeting.
I can do all that rest.
I thought we had to advertise it for a period of 10 days, and then the trustees
I
can
mean,
have.
after the trustees make their final approval, then there's 30 days before it goes into effect.
And 10 days and 30 days is 40 days.
I could be wrong on my math, I went to Harding.
That's understood, don't, I bet.
You never know what's gonna be said, do you?
So, they're aware where this township stands on the progression of our zone change. The meetings we have had and discussed it, we all seemed pleased and receptive of the direction it went. So, although there is some risk in them starting, I think they feel confident that this will be, implemented and changed. But it's, as you said, there's a time constraint, based on statute. So I don't know, what do you want us to do about it?
Nothing, that was
Okay.
just a comment.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just a comment, I was surprised to see it. I'm pretty certain it'll go through.
They certainly can't build anything. We haven't, as far as I know, we haven't gotten any drawings or issued any permits for anything.
I just spent 2 hours with Mark Finnemore, you're getting another bill, with Mark Finnemore, because the Trumbull County Planning Commission made a recommendation that we change or make an addition to the provision that you guys wrote. So I was just down with Mark, adding that into that resolution. So when tomorrow we have our meeting, that it will all be approved as well.
What did they recommend? We know nothing about.
It was, the resolution that they recommended had to do with a better description of, light manufacturing and so on, so. And Mark thought it was pretty, it would make a good addition, so, and we've added that. I don't have it with me.
I thought his,
Would you like to see it, sir?
yeah, I thought it was pretty clear the way Mark. Yeah.
They drew an example from, I believe it's the city of Worcester, and just how it had narrowed down some different items.
Who is they?
The planning commission.
Sean, can you reach out to the youth soccer league tomorrow?
Try, I don't know, get a hold of them
I'll get your phone number. Call Ronnie down now.
This is just email.
Ronnie it now.
That's the
Okay.
letter.
Today?
now. Yeah, I got it done.
Well, actually, they emailed it to Mark Finnemore a little while back, but Sally asked me for it, so she didn't receive it.
But the
So I
tree-
reached out to her yesterday and got it,
The
and I
tree,
just sent it to them.
what
They
did,
gone,
he did it?
couldn't find, no, we did today. Took 10
You
minutes.
did it?
Yeah, couldn't find nothing about it. It took us 8 minutes to cut it down and throw it right behind them, and it took them 10 minutes to wire the fence back up, so it's done. No more headache. Well, I didn't believe it was worth it, so took me, I don't know how long to try to figure out whose property that was, if it was ours, so.
Yeah, Mark did send that to you, Courtney, and, that recommendation, yeah, so we just took what they recommended and revised it some and added it to what we already had, so, yeah,
Yeah, I haven't received it as of today's mail, so.
yeah.
Jim, I'm gonna take it back from the,
That's
from the
why
audience and do
we pay
something
attorneys
different.
big money to
sorry.
complicate things.
I wanna take it back from the, audience, and, one thing that we didn't have, that should have been on the agenda, was here to, appoint Cindy Mines to the, zoning board. John,
Yes,
we're appointing, we're gonna make a motion here to appoint Cindy Mines to the zoning board
As an alternate?
as an alternate. Your
Yeah,
board
she-
is,
She called me
Sir.
yesterday. She called me yesterday and explained that, you know, she's interested, she would, take over the secretarial portion of it that we were so concerned with, and John was concerned with. And, she has said that she had talked to Sally Burkhouse. Her and Sally are acquaintances, friends, and, I guess Sally recommends her also, so I have no problem with it.
Sally went over all the requirements for it and everything,
Yeah.
and brought her up to date and everything, yes. We didn't sign ours.
Is there an application on file?
I don't, Courtney?
Pardon me? No,
Sure.
there's not.
I can't move on that.
What's that?
I can't move on that. There's not gonna pull something out here.
Well, I will, I'll make a motion
I need it
to
on
put
paper.
Cindy Mines,
Do you want her, what,
and appoint her to
resume?
the
Which
zoning
one?
board
Did she,
as an alternate.
where did she express interest? Where did, I mean, we
Yeah, but-
advertised for, we were taking applications for those positions.
Doug, we've been searching for somebody to fill the zoning board,
I'm
for
not debating
many,
that. What I'm
months
saying
and
is
months and
that-
That's what we need to do.
I'm sorry?
We should just get, Cindy Mines to put a short resume together and a letter, of interest for the position. And that's so that we could, create a file and document that, yes, she applied for this position. And again,
I don't
it
have-
isn't so critical that we get